Hello, Karolina Glady here. I am a coach, a psychologist, women's circles facilitator, and I have deep passion for embodiment, archetypes, and feminine magic. In this short video, I want to explore why being in a small group dedicated to authentic connection and growth can be very transformational. So, very often when we think of transformation or personal growth, we think of therapy, for instance, coaching, which is done in the context of one on one work. We often can think of individual work as well, meditation, yoga, or other practices that we can do on our own. And they are wonderful, potent, and so necessary. And I've benefited from both one-on-one work and individual so much. However, there is the third element that I see sometimes missing, can be overlooked, but is very, very potent when it comes to expanding our self-awareness and expanding the inner freedom of how we want to show up in relationships, how we relate to ourselves, how we experience ourselves and life, which is a group context. And especially, I have in mind small groups where you can have connection with every person in the group. So it would be small group up to 10, like max 15 people. When you think about patterns that have been created in your neurology, in your psychology, a lot of those patterns were created in relationship, either one-on-one, for instance, with caregivers, parents, other important people in our lives. That's why there is a limit to what we can transform, heal, working just individually with ourselves. That's why one-on-one work in therapy, coaching, or in friendship sometimes can be very transformational because we are creating new patterns in relationship. And some of the patterns that are limiting us were created in a group context. So it can be being part of a family that probably had some wonderful gifts that offered us, but also, as almost every family, had some dysfunction or some limitations. So it's the family context. Then we went to school, and schools are not an ideal place where we are fully celebrated, where our full expression is welcome and encouraged. We often have complex or complicated relationships with peers or with teachers, even as children. So we experience ourselves in many different group contexts. We define ourselves. Who am I? Also in a group context. That's why those patterns can be most powerfully transformed if we enter a group context again. So we have a chance to learn and embody new patterns of being in a group. That's why especially groups that are dedicated to authentic relating, to acceptance of what is, to personal responsibility, have huge potency for transformation. I also want to take this opportunity to invite you to a group workshop. It's a free event on next Wednesday, 16th of March, in Episcopi at Honeybee Yoga Studio that I will be co-facilitating with Lynn. And this will be space dedicated to embodied presence and embodied connection, where we will be able to explore new ways of relating to ourselves and to others, ways where we don't need to play roles, but where we can welcome what is take a step towards expressing what is and being accepted, witnessed, and celebrated. If you would like to find out more, there is a link in the comments to the event, and also feel free to get in touch if you have any questions. It's a free event, and also Lynn promised some snacks and drinks at the end. It's open for both men and women and other genders, so get in touch, and I hope to see some of you there. Bye for now.